I slept with a Holocaust denier, which is a true story.
You slept with a Holocaust denier?
Well, yes, sort of. Yeah, yes.
What was
Did
she
you
like,
know
maybe it happened?
Did
you ask
conversation
before
on the
everyone you
date.
have sex with? Hey, can we talk about something? And she's like, oh no, do you have an STD?
It's
no,
a new
I just
policy.
wanna...
I wonder how many anti-Semitic events I have to be a part of. Also, it's hilarious that you asked if I've ever experienced anti-Semitism, and sleeping with a Holocaust denier didn't even cross my mind at the time. We were on a date, and somehow the Holocaust came up, which is a bad start for a first date.
That should be one of the OkCupid questions. What's your sign? Did the Holocaust happen? Yes, no, maybe.
She didn't deny it. What she said was, everyone likes to say the Holocaust was bad. I was like, I know. I was like, I don't think everyone likes to say that. I think it sort of just was. But she goes, everyone likes to say the Holocaust was bad, but if you or I were in that position back then, we would have been German soldiers. To which I replied, I think if I were in that position back then, I would have been a Jew still.
I had heard a rumor that they had a high school version of Rent where it was pink eye instead of AIDS.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Which, I don't know how, because that means Roger's girlfriend killed herself over pink eye, and it's like, just wait a couple days.
Yeah.
No need to do this.
I love when schools change something of the show to like add their own. Like I heard a story once of they didn't change it to make it safer or anything, but it was a production of Annie, and at the end they changed it so the very last scene after they're like getting a new deal for Christmas, you know, she's been adopted,
Yeah.
everything's exciting. They had her wake up in the orphanage again, like it was all a dream.
Oh, I love
None
that.
of that.
This is my high school bully situation. He would call me the Japanese slur word every single day, and I had to just like...
The one like Jewish American princess?
I have a sidebar story about that. Did not know Jewish American princess was a phrase that people used for that. So one time I was set up on like a blind date sort of thing in New York City, and I was at this bar with mutual friends for it, and she kept saying that phrase,
Oh my God.
meaning Jewish American princess,
Oh
and being
my
like, she's your
God.
typical that. And I was interpreting it as, I was like,
You're like, a girl in my dreams.
no, I was like, no, but I never talked to her again because I thought she was racist.
Just recently, I talked with a friend of mine who's in a polyamorous marriage, and they have a kid. And it's kind of like they get all of the stress of being in a divorced with kids while being married at the same time. Because you add the rules. Can the partner meet the kid?
They like drama.
They told me, they said it's been a tough week. My wife just broke up with her boyfriend of 5 years, and I said, holy shit, that sounds like a nightmare.
These people, they push it. They need this. Will a person stay with me if I do this? Will they not? We have all these rules, but let me break even. Let me break something we haven't talked about.
I don't think cheating's any better.
No, but that's what straight people get. It's not. None of them are good. Monogamy to the day you die. It is. It is not for the faint of heart. This is for lesbians. Okay. Men, poly, like orgies all the time. They got to get tested every week. Not for the faint of heart. Cheating. How do you sleep at night? They're all horrendous, but these are the options we have so far.
I've told my husband if he ever wants a job, I'm okay with him going to like one
A rub and tug
I told
place.
Tova
It's
that you
fine.
talked about that policy, and
It's
she did not
totally
agree
fine,
with it at
because
all.
I just don't want to do it. If you're ever craving a job, it's not coming from me.
I don't feel like I've been there's been a job request in a really
No,
long
because
time.
your husband's not
Jobs are
14.
fantastic. Jobs are way undervalued. Most jobs end in a job, if we're being honest.
So when do you prefer a job? When are you hot for a job?
Here's what I like about a job is it's convenience. It's quick. It's
Not the way I do it.
Yeah.
Do you have any friends where they date a guy and they look exactly the same, and you're like, can we joke about it at all?
Boyfriend twins is like a completely naturally occurring phenomenon that happens in the gay community all the time. My friend was showing me a picture of his new boyfriend on his Instagram, and I zoomed in on the face, and I said, oh my God, he's so cute. And my friend was like, that's me. So I couldn't even tell. The similar thing, but not the same thing, is there's also a phenomenon in the gay community of salt and pepper shaker boyfriends. They don't look identical, but they look a part of the same set.
The number of terminology, I'm like, I think I got it. Otter, bear, daddy, I got it. And then no.
No, there's always new stuff being
It's like
created.
Judaism in a way. There's just so many.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
In fact, it's very similar. Like when you want to convert to being gay, you have to be denied 3 times.
You have a gun.
Yes.
What kind of gun?
Smith & Wesson M&P Shield with a laser sight. I bought it on Election Day 2020. and I bought it because of Election Day 2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it crowded?
Oh, it was crowded with black people and Asians in Georgia.
You're serious? That day there was like an
Absolutely.
influx?
Absolutely.
God, the NRA just can't lose, man. They just win every goddamn time somehow.
Because I was trying to find a gun store that was not a Trump supporting store in Georgia. Good luck.
Wait, you were looking for
I
like
really was
the
trying.
liberal gun store? Where's the gun store with the I'm with her sticker in the front?
So fucking funny.
Every gun
Goofy.
store I've ever seen has a picture of Hillary Clinton as the target. Are you a good shot?
Yeah, I'm a good shot. I was told by white men.
Wow. Did
I'm a
they tell
good
you a little bit
shot.
scared? Were they like, you're a really good shot? When was the first time you cheated?
College.
So you were dating someone?
Yes, I was in a long distance relationship. We're talking about degrees. I'm not saying I haven't cheated a lot, but I always held myself back from full PIV sex outside of relationships because to me that was like my justification. That was my line that I would draw.
How long did it take you to get PIV? Because it took me about 3 seconds.
Wait, say what it means one more
Tell the guy, man. PIV sex.
PIV. Oh, point. Wait.
Yeah, guess.
Please
Russell.
guess. What does it mean? PIV sex.
Well, I know POV.
So
you understand
pitch us.
another acronym. I also know WWE. What's PIV?
I don't know.
Keep going. Come on. PIV sex.
I don't know.
I'll give you $100.
What could
There we go.
No.
What?
in
What was the name of your company that you started?
Lady Parts Carpentry?
Lady Parts
I
Carpentry.
had to make it that name because everybody thought I'd be a man showing up. They'd be like, Jordan, that's good. And then I'd show up, be a woman, and they'd be like, uh-oh. And I'd be like,
You could really see the light leave their eyes.
oh, yeah. They'd follow me around and make sure I was doing it right. It was awful. And I was like, I've been doing this for 10 years. You fucking can't put an AC in. There were some times where I would show up and they'd be like, oh. You know what it is? You put a woman in a tool belt and people go, porn. I've never been catcalled more in my life than when I have a tool belt. It's crazy. Oh, working lady.
I mean, if I saw a woman in a tool bag, I'd say, could you help me with the AC, please?
Yeah.
Do they do tool things? Like, I'll bang you. Like that hammer.
Yeah, totally.
I'll screw you. Driver.
Well,
I'm not a good cat caller. I've never done it. Russell, what do you
screw
say
your
when
driver?
you yell at women?
I don't use words much. It's just mainly like argy.
oh, God.
American dialects are so easy because it was just the laziest dialect in the world.
Really?
Yes, it's just all round and slow. You know, it's consonant heavy. It's not. The vowels don't fucking matter like at all.
Yeah.
So and I was in Texas, so even more so. I would go to school and I would talk like this, and I would walk home and I would talk like this, and it's never changed.
You showed up in 4th grade. How did you talk again? Do it.
Like my Scottish accent sounds like this.
And what did the kids say? Did they think it was cool?
They
I
were
think
like,
it'd be cool.
What did she say?
You went to school with the South Park boys.
Yeah. No, that was the teacher. Yeah.
Airplanes, you know, they're not made for fat people. I always pick in seat by the window. But sometimes there's another fat person that sits in the middle and they kind of look like at me like I'm the problem. And I'm like, we're both doing it, baby.
It's both. It's Shamu and Godzilla, honey.
yeah.
We're both in this.
We're both in it. And sometimes there's a fat person who doesn't think of themselves as fat. It's usually an older woman. And I'm like, there's no accountability. She's taking no accountability for contributing here. We're both doing it together. You know.
Can you imagine if she put on The Whale and started looking at you?
I had a great older black woman one time, and we were like, what are we gonna,
It's a real fucking nightmare on here, isn't it?
But when the food cart comes, you're like, just leave it here.
You're getting too comfortable. We let the whale come and slide. Gianmarco's like, yeah, and then you get off the plane and maybe you get bariatric surgery. Stop.